We're going to try to we're going to do some just gameplay reviews and thoughts about some games. We've done this before. And we've worked down the list in alphabetical order, so we'll try some more of them, and we'll go over them. Some of these games I might do playthroughs of later, and some of them probably won't go through playthroughs of later. So the first one is Best of the Best Championship Karate. I tried this one out. I really don't understand. I mean, it's got like training and all these other things. I really don't understand most of the stuff that goes on here, and there's only two buttons to use. When you hit match, this, I guess she's supposed to be like a ring girl goes by, and then you fight for like a minute, and like if you knock them down, it stops, and then you get back up, and you can throw different punches and kicks with the combination of the controller and the buttons. I'm not real sure. I'm not really sure what does what. I tried to play around with this for a little bit, and I don't really understand. And then there's like spotlights on up on the screen. I don't know if that's like your life or your stamina or whatever, but I don't know what's going on here. I don't really understand, and I don't know. It's just thoroughly confusing. And as far as I can see, this is about all you do is just, go through rounds and stuff like that of fighting. So, if anybody likes the game, I'm sorry. Because I just butchered it because I have no idea what on earth we're doing. So we'll go to Bible Adventures. This is actually 3 games in one. I'll play one stage of each of them. So that there's Noah's Ark. And basically what you're doing on Noah's Ark is you're going through to get all the male and female creatures in level. Like, you'll hit the select button and it'll show you need 2 cows, 2 horses, 2 monkeys, 2 snakes, 2 pigs, and 2 oxen. You can pick up more than one animal at a time. Well, sometimes you can stack them. You got to watch out because the little, for those of you who know what they are, the little commandments on the left-hand side of the screen, that's your life. And once you get hit that many times, you die. So, but if you keep picking them up, not only do they give you gameplay hints, but they also, you stupid things, but they also give you life, and certain enemies, oh boy, certain animals that you pick up when you jump, you'll drop, and that sometimes is a problem, but for the most part, they stay there. See, there's a monkey right there. When you put them in here, they run in. That's the male oxen, and it'll check them off for you. Now, like level 2, you may have toucans, pandas, other stuff like that, blackbirds and stuff. I'm trying to think of some of the other things they have. It's a bunch of different things. To get the pigs, the best thing to do is, since you can't pick them up, they're kind of slippery. You can't pick them up, so you kind of have to hit them with a hay bale or get the hay bale. They'll eat the hay. And like I said, some of the animals you have to get creative with, and like the monkeys, you have to throw this. You have to pick up the banana and throw it. The snakes are not the ones in the trees. The snakes, I'll show you about where they are. See, there's a monkey there. There's another one of the horses. You can catch them with a little bit of stuff. The bad thing is you can outrun the side. Well, you can't outrun the side of the screen, but you can get it to where it's like this, to where you can't see what's coming up. The screen will catch up with you once you stop, but that's kind of a problem. You go to the top of this and you'll see the snakes you're supposed to get. There's 2 of them up here. And then at the end of each level, Noah checks the inventory and he goes back to the Ark level and he does a thing like this where he holds up his hand and that stops them, and then he does like this and they go on. And then you go on to the next stage. Pretty simple. Just watch out for some of the enemies that can hit you with like acorns and other things. Other than that, it's pretty simple. So think that's the only one that has an ending because I don't think the other two have an ending. Baby Moses is the second one. And you're playing as, you're having to carry Moses. And you have to carry him from one point of the screen to the other. These are like little boosts that you can get. The best thing is, don't drop the baby. Don't lose the baby. Those guys with spears can make you lose the baby. The blocks. I think even the spiders can do it too. See how I lost him right there? I got to pick him back up. I'm going to try to at least get to the end of the first level. I don't remember how many levels are on this game. But you have to get to the beginning and to the end of every level with him. Great work. On to the next level. And then, the next level is whatever it is, So, he can climb up ladders and stuff even when he's on your head. You don't want to drop in the water. You drop in the water, you die instantly. So, yeah, there's that. David and Goliath's the last one. Technically, you're collecting sheep and taking them to the corral, along with avoiding other enemies. Like I said, some of these have Bible verses or information, and some of them have gameplay tips. The thing about this one is there's a line right here. And this line won't bother me unless I'm carrying sheep. If I'm carrying sheep, he comes after me. If I'm not carrying sheep, he doesn't care. He got knocked out by the squirrel or whatever that is there. So I'm going to actually try to go get the other two sheep and show you how the end of the level looks. I know. I didn't do it on Noah's Ark. I just picked up the goat. I need to put him down. Uh-oh. The goat can hurt you. And he is doing so. He is busting me in the side. He's climbing the tree. That's a scary thought. Okay, so I'm going to try to take this sheep over here. There's only 4 sheep in the first level. There's more in each of the other levels. The only bad thing is they don't tell you how many sheep there are per level, which is kind of an issue. Most of the time these don't bother you unless they clock you in the head with an acorn or something like that. Come here, stupid sheep. Not sure if you ever get the Goliath fight or not. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe I'll have to play through it one day just when I'm not doing anything to get through it. See, she saved all 4 sheep. And then you go to the next level. And same thing. If you hit select, it just shows all that again. It says 4 sheep. I assume it's the same on each stage, I guess. I guess it's 4 sheep on each stage. But there's that. And then the last one that we're going to go over is Bible Buffet. Bible Buffet is a weird game. It plays when the Saints go marching in. You can have 1 to 4 players. And what it is you can choose a question category. The thing about the questions is they have pop quizzes. But here's the issue. When it has a pop quiz, you have to have the instruction manual to have the questions. Otherwise, it just says true and false. I don't have an instruction manual, and I'm not looking it up because I don't know if it really does anything for you in the game or not. So we just keep on going. And then you put in a name for your player that kind of looks kind of scary. And as you can see, there's a veggie land, potato land. It's like a game. It's like the board game Candyland. There's veggie land, potato land, salad land, fast food land, bread land, pizza land, freezer land, barbecue land, snack land, liquid land, fruit land, or fruit. Let's try Fruitland and Desertland. And if you land on those two red spots that have the little marks in between them, you can skip from like Salad Land to Bread Land and Barbecue Land to Snack Land. If you land on the question mark, it's a bonus area. And you can try to figure out what you're going to do. But most of the time, you'll just spin the wheel. Takes forever. 2. So, and whatever land you're in, you'll start at some point, and you have these things that are like bombs. You can use those to clear an area or to knock people out. Other than that, you use your weapon. There's some enemies I don't know that you can kill, and you pick these up and they say pounds. At the end of the game, you get different awards for different things that you've done. And one of them is pounds. And one of them's getting to the end first. And I don't know how they determine who wins. I guess everybody wins. I don't really understand how that works on there. But I'm going to take out these carrots. I'm going to take out them tomatoes. And I'm going to exit the level. And then you spin the wheel. And you have hearts, so you can only get hit so many times. And they keep telling you good luck, and then it's something different. I don't know what those are. You can pick up the white thing. Those are cauliflowers, I suppose. And you see that red blinking thing in the middle of the stage? That's, I think, an upgrade for your weapon. You grab different weapons. You can hit select to use different weapons as you get them. The thing is, you have to try to figure out how to get in there. And I think you use it. Nope. Nope. You have a limited amount of these, so that's why I don't use them all that often. We ain't getting in there, so we ain't getting it. Player 1. I was hoping I could land on a bonus space so I could show you what happened, but unfortunately I'm not going to play all the way through this. A pop quiz! See, there's no questions for me to answer, so I just have to guess. And got all 3 of them wrong. Earlier I was at least getting 1 right each time, and one time I got 2 of them right. And I was like, whoa! Watch out! On fire! Oh, big whopping 1. Yeah, alright. Not sure what those are either. See, my heart went down to 1. This game's okay, but it's not great. See how I'm throwing out like forks or something here? Like I said, it's okay, but it's not great. And as you get on up through there, it starts getting a little bit harder. 5. But they change with each one. I'll see if I can make it up to Potato Land, so I can at least show you guys the differences in the lands. So I'm just going to run through here and get the thing so I can get out of here so I can get to the next one. There's also a go back one, a lose a turn one. I forget which one's which. I think the lose a turn is a frowny face. Frowny face. Gosh, pop quiz. Just answer them all true and hope for the best. Oh! got the first two right, and the last one was wrong. Roll me a 2 so I can show them what a bonus one looks like. 1. Of course, 1. Now, see how this one's different? Different enemies, fries. So, you have to figure them out a little bit later. So, that's the game. That's how it is. Well, I guess I'll give you my thought process on each of these 3 games. Got a bonus space. And they give you a quiz on these. I'm going to check something because I didn't get to check it earlier. You can pick the key thing, or it says up 1, up 2, up 3, up 4, or heart. I assume that a heart would give you hearts back. The up ones would give you, they'd let you move another space. I'm not sure what the key one does. I picked it and he said, all right. I'm not sure what the keys are for. Salad Land. They have a key now, but I'm not sure what those keys are for. And I died. And if you don't finish the square, you have to try again to finish the square. Like circle gets the square, It's an egg. Oh gosh, he broke. He did damage when he broke. Thing for your item. And you can pick up that thing up there. It said 3 barrels. It had the 3 on the barrel, and you can pick that up, and they'll give you 3 more barrels. In conclusion, I'm going to stop right there. In conclusion, best of the best might be good if I could figure out what I was doing, but I'm not sure what I'm doing. And like I said, there's only 2 buttons. So with 2 buttons and not being able to figure out what you're doing, I don't know. Bible Adventures, it's good if you have small children and they find the game fun. I mean, whenever I played them, I found them fun. They're fun for the kids. I mean, the Baby Moses one's a little bit aggravating, but the other 2 are just pick up and collect stuff and try to stay away from things. And they're decent. They're pretty good. I mean, you're not going to get much out of the Wisdom Tree was the people that made these games. And, I know what they were going for, and they were trying to make, games like that, but some of them are really bad, or the rip-offs of Nintendo games, which is why they had to go under Wisdom Tree and switch their name on that so that they could release the games. That way they could release them in a Christian bookstore amongst other places, because that way Nintendo couldn't get in trouble. They wouldn't get in trouble with Nintendo. But like I said, they're not horrible games. The Bible Adventures one is kind of tedious. The ending's not really great on at least 2 of them. I'm not real sure about the other one. They're good to try out. See if you really want to sit through And they're not. I don't think they're very many stages long each, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay. I see some of the stuff that's coming up. I'll go over that here in a minute. Bible Buffet. The description is, when you land on your spot, if it's just regular, you play an action game for points, upgrade, or better weapons, hearts. If it is a red circle, you spin again. If it's a red circle, connect to another red, and you move forwards or backwards. If it's a space with a red circle with a question mark, you have a pop quiz of 3 trivia questions. If you take a quiz and you get all 3 questions right, you get a star. I'm not sure what that's for. A bonus is awarded to the player who got the end first, or most pop quiz stars, and collect the most food. Then all the points are shown for each player. So those are things that you try to get as you get to the end of the game. That way you've got more than everybody else has got. A key, a heart, or move ahead. When you spin, if you don't get a number but instead get the book, you have pop quiz. If you get the happy face, something good happens. Like you can move ahead 10 spaces. If you get the sad face, something bad happens, like you lose your turn or move back a space. When you take a quiz, if you answer, you get a star at the end of the game. Like I said, to the people that get to the end first, the quiz stars, or collect the most food down all the points. So that's kind of what that is. If you don't have the manual, you can look it up online to try to answer the true-false questions. I don't know if you can find them online or not, but we'll assume that you can, because you can just about find anything online. So there's that. Like I said, kind of plays like a virtual Candyland. You spin the wheel, and it's 1 to 4 players, but you spin the wheel and you move the spaces, and you get to see different. There's enough different stages to keep the variety going. So it's interesting that they took a board game and something that kind of reminds me of like Bomberman or Lolo, and that they put it together. And in case you're not good at board games, but you're good at video games in general, you have a chance to win. And if you're not good at video games, but you're good at board games, you have a chance to win. So any way that you go, you have a chance to win on these games. And, everybody gets a little bit of a chance. Again, it's more of a family game, I think. If you have children, I can see that they would be... They would like to play it, I'm sure. I went through the game a little bit earlier by myself to see exactly how long it would be, and if it gets a little bit more difficult towards the end. But I think a full playthrough of it, as long as you just keep it going, is... I probably was playing it for maybe a half hour to 45 minutes. It might have been a little bit longer or less than that. I'm not 100% sure, but it was up to that. So it not horrible, but again, I'm not going to be playing through them really to try to get to the end. On the Bible Adventures ones, I'm not going to do a playthrough of any of these 3. Just time consuming and time wasting, pretty much. And then, like I said, on the best of the best one, I hate to tell you guys that it's bad, but I can't figure it out. So next time we go, we'll probably do Big Nose Freaks Out, Big Nose the Caveman, and Bigfoot. Not necessarily in that order, because Big Nose the Caveman went first, and then Big Nose Freaks Out, and then Bigfoot. You'll have to try those out and try to figure out what they are. But we'll go through some more games. We may even go through Bill and Ted's Excellent Video Game Adventure. I'll explain some of that to you. It's an LJN game, so I'm not going to have a whole lot to explain. Because most of the LJN games are really bad. So I know I see Big City Sliding Blaster. I may look at that one real quick just to see if it's something to play or if it's something that's, because there's some of these that are, no, this is just, no, I'm not sure what that is. Okay. I don't like it. That's for sure. It's like playing a weird version of Asteroids. You got a smiley face. Yeah, it's like a weird game, Asteroids. I don't know what to tell you on this one, guys. I'm not going over it, though, that's for sure, because this is kind of trashy. Can I not die? They had a thing that said harder game on it, but wow, what a bomb. It looks like Asteroids, but you control a smiley face and shoot these things that look like bomb things, and you can run out of ammunition. Yeah, I'm not going over that. That's awful. That's awful. So, like I said, we'll go after Big Nose the Caveman, Big Nose Freaks Out. I haven't played either one of those. I played Bigfoot before, but it's been a while, and I don't know that it's actually that good. And I played Bill and Ted's Excellent Video Game Adventure, and it's definitely not that good. So, but we'll try those the next time. We'll see what we think of those. So, till next time, we'll see you later.